Good morning, everybody. I am at the Petro, which is way down that way, in Glade Springs, Virginia. It is Saturday morning. I left Little Rock off my 34-hour reset, went over to 3M there in Little Rock and loaded roofing granules, and I'm heading out to Oxford, North Carolina. Right now, I'm throwing away my trash in the dumpster because I don't want to be like that driver that just throws it out on the ground and leaves it laying like just dirty truck drivers. Don't want to be that guy. So anyhow, I'm heading out to Oxford, North Carolina to unload here in about 4 hours. And then I'm going down to Moncure, North Carolina again and reloading for Kearney, New Jersey. So a little bit of an interesting afternoon. Excuse me, I didn't film it last night, but when I was in, my Chariot's running, thank God. When I was in, I'm going to turn my lights on real quick, take you with me on a quick walk around. I did a really good post trip when I was here, and I pre-tripped when I got fuel this morning. When I was at 3M yesterday, I started to have some starter issues, and I was really worried this starter was going to go out on me and it was going to leave me stranded. So I contacted Kenworth in Nashville. They had my starter in stock. I contacted the Petro in Kingston Springs, Tennessee, and they were able to get me in right away en route. So I'm fortunate that I got into that Petro. My starter was delivered and I had the starter replaced in the truck, and was grateful to get it done, all while being able to catch a sleeper break because I just went inside the bay and then went to bed. And I'm doing a split 7 and 3 right now to give myself time to get out to Oxford, so I'm really not losing anything. I'll be able to get down and get loaded and get out of there, and I'll have probably about 45 minutes left to drive when I get loaded, maybe. But regardless, I can take a nap right there at Moncure and get my time back tonight because I don't deliver until Monday morning in Kearney, New Jersey. So I have plenty of time. So just doing a quick walk around here. So yeah, I'm really lucky in that regard. And just glad to be able to get this starter fixed. I was definitely concerned that it was going to leave me stranded. So anyhow, just a quick recap of pay. I am averaging right at $1.70 per mile, and I'd mentioned I was getting 3,800 miles. I did not. I had 2,800 the week before. Kyle paid me this week for that trip that went up to Wapaka, Wisconsin. So this week I'm going to end up with, I think, 3,300 or 3,400 miles is where I'll end up with this delivery in Kearney, New Jersey, which will pay because that load's going to load today and deliver first thing Monday morning. So I just want to give you guys an update on my per mile and my miles. So I got to go into all the totals. You guys have a calculator, you can figure out what my net is, and that's net 1.70. So I'm going to be right around 3,316 this week, if I'm not mistaken, and times 1.70, and that's how I'm doing over here at Oakley. And I'm in my 4th week, if I'm not mistaken, 4th or 5th. So things are going very well. And just so you know, I did a brief tour of the yard in Little Rock in my last video. I also have a video that's either up or coming up of a beautiful Peterbilt 389 that was on the yard. So I'm going to try to get that out. That is owned by Gabe. Been at Oakley for 6 years, and he is known in the road as Lunchbox, which I got a big kick out of. And didn't ask him why, but he's known as Lunchbox. I may run into him over in Oxford. He's supposed to be there delivering as well. So anyhow, just want to give you guys a quick heads up. In regard to the last video, I mentioned that you have to have a haircut, not as short as mine, and you have to shave, guys. I know there's a lot of animosity about that out there with Bruce Oakley. Like, how come you got to shave? Why do they do that? Look, I don't know why, other than it's a tradition they've had. It's a rule. It's always been there. It's not going to change. Okay? It's really simple. Okay? If you men don't want to shave, you don't want to cut long hair, you don't have to. You don't have to work at Bruce Oakley. It's fine. Okay? I'm sure nobody minds. You'll be just fine where you're at. And you can go on and continue and doing what you're doing. That's what makes America a great country. You don't have to get a haircut and you don't have to shave unless you're in the Marine Corps. And then they're going to kick your butt out. Okay? And Bruce Oakley's not going to hire you. And that's fine because you probably wouldn't want to work there anyhow. So, as a guy who spent a lot of time in the military, I'm used to having short hair. Excuse me. And I'm used to shaving. So it doesn't matter to me. I did 22 years total of military service, and I could care less about long hair, a beard, and a goatee. But for those people that is an absolute priority, hey, you know what? That's great. I don't have any hard feelings towards you, and I don't think Bruce Oakley does either. So don't have any hard feelings towards Bruce Oakley because they have a rule in place that they want their drivers to be clean cut, as they call it, and shaven. So no big deal, guys. It is what it is. So y'all take care. I'll catch you in a little while. I'm going to get out of here and get down the road. Bye-bye. We are at Certainteed Roofing in Oxford, North Carolina. Back that way is the route that you come in, and you come up along this rail line right here, and you back over the pit. And right now I am unloading roofing granules number 116 into the pit, and it is going off the conveyor and up into the plant. I actually have the GoPro mounted way up in the front, so hopefully we'll actually get a really decent video of the trailer going up and the product coming down. So we'll see how that comes out. It's the first time I've tried that. So we'll check it out when it's all said and done and see what we end up with. So anyhow, I caught Wake Forest and Clemson traffic coming through Greensboro, and North Carolina Tar Heels traffic over by Chapel Hill coming in. So I'm thinking, man, what's the luck? 2 Division I football games in one trip within 2 hours. And I actually think I did pretty good. I really didn't have any delays getting through that mess. But I have to leave here, go down to Moncure, which will take me right back down through Chapel Hill. So hopefully by the time I get out, the game has started and the Tar Heels have already kicked off and the traffic is gone and I can just swoop right through. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we'll catch you guys soon. All right, gonna get this load off. Gonna get this off the trailer and we'll be back in touch. Bye. Good morning, people. It is Sunday morning. What is today? 25 September 2002. It is 3:18 a.m. local time in Moncure, North Carolina. I am currently at 3M. I just loaded here yesterday afternoon. I had to shut down because once I got loaded, I had about, I think it was 20 minutes on my clock. Seems to be an ongoing thing. I couldn't leave here. But it was great. They've got a great place to pull off on the side and park. So I just took a quick 10-hour break and I got up, had a bite to eat, popped a 5-hour because I'm not making coffee in the truck. And now I'm going to do a quick walk around and get a pre-trip done and get out of here and start heading up towards Jersey. There's the plant in the background and then nice long driveway here. So great place to park. They don't mind. They're very good people. So we're going to get loaded. I'm already loaded. We're going to get pre-tripped and get on up the road to New Jersey. I have a lot of time to get up there. I don't deliver till tomorrow morning. It's about an 8 or 9 hour drive. So I'm going to be good to go with that. It'll be a nice, easy, lazy Sunday. I think I'm going to run up the road, get a shower, go on up the road a little farther and get fuel. I am 79,840 pounds with between a half and 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So I'll be able to splash on about, once I get up the road, probably 50 gallons and I'll be fine, still be under gross. Plus I have the APU exemption. So I'll be good to go in that regard. I am 39,980 pounds on the tandems. You gotta love these tandems and be glad to get a spread, although I may end up going into pneumatics down the road. I think that's my ultimate goal. So either way, I'm going to be stuck with tandems because the pneumatics have that. But anyhow, so I'm legal. That's great. And I do have the truck dialed in right. I set up my fifth wheel over the last few weeks to where I really got it set up. I put H-rated tires up on the steers, as you know. And right now I'm right around 12,200 pounds up on the steers, which is where I want it to stay. That's legal. And it gives me a wiggle room on my drives for fuel. So anyhow, so I'm good to go with that regard. Completely legal. And so we got this granules on, and I think it's 46,900 pounds on the bills. So it's a pretty good load. And so yeah, they should be pleased with the weight on this one. So anyhow, good morning, everybody. I'm going to get this walk around and pre-trip done. I love my light. Woo! Making Jeff Bezos some more money. So y'all take care, and we'll catch you down the road. Bye-bye. Good afternoon, everybody. I am at the Petro in Bordentown, New Jersey. I just rolled in here a little bit ago. It is a beautiful day here in New Jersey when I get my phone all unshaky. And the truck stop, as usual, on a Sunday afternoon is very crowded. There's quite a few people hanging out here over the weekend, obviously. Philadelphia, Newark, Jersey City, New York, down into Delaware, people heading down to Baltimore. I'm sure this place has been packed all weekend. So I did reserved parking. good friend of mine told me, look, when you're going to go into these locations, you're just better off paying for the parking. That way, you know, you can get a spot. And not only that, but your truck is safer. So obviously I'm not a company driver, but I don't think any company driver wants their hood ripped off. I certainly don't want the hood ripped off of a truck that I'm purchasing that belongs to me, because I don't want the downtime. Oh, wow. And not only that, but anymore in these truck stops, as I've seen so much on YouTube, and I hear from other people, are all the hit skips. Yeah, it's just a crying shame that any more people have to be so dishonest that they'll wipe out your truck and just take off. That's just a really sad day that we've came to that. I mean, I know there's always been scumbags throughout history, but anymore it's unfortunate. It seems that it's more prevalent, that that just happens much more so now than before. And that much happening is the people leaving. Trucks have been getting hit forever, but they used to stop and say, hey man, I just hit your truck. So anyhow, so no, reserve parking, pretty safe spot, hopefully. And gonna be getting up real early in the morning and heading up to Kearney. I think I have about an hour to get up there from here. They open at 6. I'm gonna be there at 6. I need to get this off because I have a telephone VA appointment with my VA doctor tomorrow morning at 8:30. And I had to reschedule that to make sure I could get that one. So I have to make sure I'm free. So that's my plan. I've got some really cool footage. I'm not sure if it's gonna be before or after this, but man, Nashville at night when I was heading up to Oxford. I just came up through DC, just came up through Baltimore, up over the Delaware Gap Bridge. There was a big slowdown, so the bridge footage, even though it's on time warp, should be nice and slow. And anyhow, so yeah, a lot of cool footage coming up, time warp, etc. I have a car fire that's in there. There was an accident on 85 in Virginia this morning. So man, I got some excitement to go with this. And looking forward to seeing how that came out once I get the GoPro off the dash and download some of that material. So anyhow, take care. God bless you. Jimmy's Road Life. If you're interested in Bruce Oakley, it's at the beginning and end of all of my videos. Feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. And again, I ask that you contact me first if you're interested in coming over here, and let me contact recruiting and then have them contact you. So anyhow, thank you all. Appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you again. I'm humbled that all of you, any of you, want to listen to me. Thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe if you can. It really helps out the channel. I'm trying to get this going, as I've said before. And y'all take care. We'll catch up to you down the road. Bye-bye.